What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with Tech Daily, and in this video, we're going to be comparing the new Samsung Galaxy Buds Live to the Galaxy Buds Plus. Now, physically, I think right off the bat, you can tell that this is the biggest difference between these two sets of earbuds. The Galaxy Buds Live do have this sort of rounded, curvy, bean-shaped setup that actually more closely resembles the natural shape of an ear, while the Buds Plus are obviously the more traditional in-ear design, with a rubber tip that sits deep inside your ear canal. They're both a lightweight plastic with that shiny, polished finish that I think makes them appear a lot more high quality than they actually are, but obviously the Buds Live have, I think, even more shiny, polished material all around that really makes them stand out, especially in your ears. Now, with the new Buds Live, these earbuds have almost no sort of size adjustments or customization options. They're basically going to be a one-size-fits-all earbud with just a very small rubber ring you can replace with one extra different size included in the box. This rubber piece doesn't go inside your ear though, it sits on the outside of your ear. So everyone's inner ear canal is basically going to get the same fit and feel with the Buds Live. With the Buds Plus, you obviously have much more freedom in regards to getting the right fit with both replacement ear tips and little rubber ear hooks or rings, and if you want, you can likely even find third-party foam tips as well. Besides their drastically different design, the rest of the hardware features on both sets of buds are pretty similar. You'll notice on the underside of both buds two little gold connector pins, and these are the contact points for dropping them in the case and charging them up. Both earbuds have this sort of seamless magnetic connection, which is handy, so as long as you drop them into their respective spots, the buds should connect automatically and sit perfectly inside the case. And speaking of the cases, there's a pretty big difference in design here too. The new Buds Live have a redesigned, mostly square-shaped case that feels a little smaller than the Buds Plus, I think, though it's mostly a shape thing. The Buds Plus case is elongated, but just as small and slim. They also both charge via USB-C, and they both support wireless charging as well. As far as charging and battery life, there are some differences here though. With the Buds Live, dropping them in the case from 0% for 5 minutes will net you about 1 hour of playback time, while just 3 minutes in the case with the Buds Plus gives you about the same 1 hour of use. In total, the Buds Live should last about 8 hours max if you aren't using any noise cancellation or Bixby features, and a combined 29 hours with the case charging them up multiple times. With the Buds Plus, it's actually up to 11 hours of battery life with just the buds, and up to 22 hours paired with the case. Again, if you're not using any of the extra noise cancellation features. If you are using either of these earbuds with noise cancellation enabled, the battery life will drop by an hour or two on each, so keep that in mind. Okay, so let's talk about the fit and the sound and the noise cancellation with these, since that's all the important stuff. Now, with the fit, you're really dealing with two totally different styles and feels, and you sort of need to decide which is more comfortable for you. The Buds Live are designed in a way where just the tip of the bean shape goes sort of in your ear canal, and the rest of the bud is formed to fill the rest of your outer ear. They don't go as deep as other earbuds, they don't seal up your ear canal as much, and I think from a comfort standpoint, more people will find these to their liking. With the Buds Plus, these are absolutely more in-ear earbuds. The rubber tip goes fairly deep inside your ear canal, it fills it all the way up, it seals the outside noise, and you have a little bit more of the bud sticking out, but given how tight the rubber tip is inside your ear, these aren't going anywhere either. For me, both the Buds Live and Buds Plus fit well and they stay put, which is surprising because, to be honest, I kind of thought the round shape and polished, slippery finish of the bean-shaped Buds Live would mean that they'd slide out of my ear easily, but that wasn't the case at all. The rubber end piece that sits on the outside sort of cartilage of your ear helps hold it in place, and overall, when jumping, running, or doing any sort of physical activity, I had no problems. It's a similar story with the Buds Plus, but I would say to a greater extent. For me, because these sit so deep inside my ear and they're supposed to fill up my whole ear canal, The tight fit makes them even more secure. But fit aside, like I said, you really need to decide what is more comfortable for you, and there is a big difference in how they feel. I don't mind in-ear earbuds. I don't mind having the rubber tips deep inside my ear canal. It's something I'm used to. And I'm used to that sort of sealed sound and that sealed feeling you get. But I know for a lot of people that's really uncomfortable. So with the Buds Live, this brand new design and shape gives a totally different feel. And that's likely more comfortable for some people. At the same time though, if you maybe have smaller ears than most people, because there's no rubber that sort of acts as padding, you might find the all-plastic housing of the Buds Live to not feel as great. And if you have small ears, you can't make these any smaller. There's no adjustments. With the Buds Plus, if you have small ears or big ears or whatever the case may be, you can at least try to find an ear tip or rubber ring combination that works for you. So let's talk noise cancellation, because while both of these buds technically have a noise cancellation feature, what they actually offer is completely different. The new Buds Live have just a simple noise cancellation toggle that you can turn on or off. And with this, it will basically attempt to cancel out low, continuous hums from the outside world, but that's pretty much it. It's not the active noise cancellation that blocks out the world around you like you might expect. It's more subtle. It's a minimal sort of effect that I don't even know that a lot of people would be able to tell, to be honest. And that's both a product of the design choice. These earbuds, of course, don't seal up your ear canal, so noise is going to get in no matter what. And the Buds Live are actually a more open back style of buds entirely, so sound is almost designed to get through them no matter what. The Buds Plus, on the other hand, offer true active noise cancellation and a pass-through option. So not only does the outside world get totally sealed out, but if you need to hear what's going on, you can do the opposite and amplify the world around you. The design of the Buds Plus allows for this true, more accurate iteration of active noise cancellation, the kind that I think most people think of when they think noise cancellation. And that's probably the biggest difference between the Buds Live and the Buds Plus as far as their functionality. Also, both earbuds do have those touch and tap controls. A single tap will play and pause music, a double tap skips a track, and there are some other customization options you can adjust to have them do different things. In general, they both work the same. The touch spot is pretty much in the same spot, though I'd say the more flatter design of the Buds Plus makes tapping just a little bit easier. Now, in regards to their sound, this is sort of subjective, and you can make some adjustments on both using the app to find the profile that works for you. But in general, when comparing the regular listening modes on both buds with the same songs, I found the Buds Live to sound better all around when compared to the Buds Plus. The Buds Live have a broader, bigger soundstage, deeper lows, a punchier bass, and I think a sound profile that's really wide and balanced. They also sound more crisp and clear with voice and with the highs. The Buds Plus still sound pretty good, certainly a top tier pair of truly wireless earbuds, but the improvements that Samsung made to the Buds Live will be discernible to a lot of sound conscious people who are truly looking for an improvement to their listening experience. And given the fact that the new Buds Live have a larger driver and new bass duct, I think those improvements in sound were expected. One last important thing I want to go over with these buds is actually the mic quality, and this is where Samsung made some noticeable improvements specifically with the Buds Live. These new earbuds have 3 built-in mics and a voice pickup module that actually senses when you're moving your jaw so that it can pick up your voice even more. Here are a few phone call audio samples in a couple different environments so you can get an idea of what they might sound like. So this is what the microphone sounds like on the Gear Buds Plus. This is what it'll sound like over a phone call or a voice recording. Obviously, I'm just sitting in a quiet office right now. You might hear a little bit of a hum from the air conditioning, but that's about it. Shouldn't pick up too much background noise, but here's at least what the voice is going to sound like with the Buds Plus. And here is what the Buds Live sound like. So with these, obviously, we do have the upgraded extra couple of microphones, which should pick up my voice a little bit better. We also have that additional feature, like I said, that can sense when my jaw is moving, so it should technically pick up my voice even more. So now we've moved outside to my balcony. You obviously can hear a lot of background noise. Traffic's going by, there's a little bit of a wind. And this is what things are going to sound like on the Buds Plus. This is how much background noise it picks up in a really loud environment. And here's what things sound like with the new Buds Live. Hopefully this picks up my voice a little bit better. Obviously there's still a lot of background noise. It can't do much about that, but at a bare minimum, we should get a little bit better, a little bit clearer voice through the extra upgraded microphones. I think the improvements to the mic are pretty worthwhile on the Buds Live, actually. Now, I don't necessarily think it's the best setup I've ever heard, but certainly better than the Buds Plus. So in general, if I had to sum up the major differences between the Galaxy Buds Live and the Galaxy Buds Plus, it would be like this. The Buds Live aren't an upgrade to the Buds Plus. They're a completely new, different kind of earbud that offer a different experience. They're potentially more comfortable and casual with their fit. The sound and microphone improvements are noticeable, to say the least, and I think if you want a better listening experience or a better mic for phone calls, you'd go with the Buds Live. But they simply don't do much for noise cancellation, and that's where the Buds Plus come in. If you're buying the Buds Plus, you're likely buying them for the active noise cancellation, for that super tight seal that blocks out the outside world, and for the customizable rubber ear tips that might even offer a more secure and more custom feeling fit. You sacrifice a little in audio and mic quality, sure, but you get the active noise cancellation that is significantly better than the Buds Live, and that's really the difference. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video though, and I'll see you guys later.